Hey guys, welcome back to the Culer podcast. Welcome back to another video. On today's video, guys, we're going to be talking about Pau Víctor for the last time as the deal has been made official. Barcelona and SC Braga, they have officially announced it. We're going to be talking about Barcelona arriving in Japan as in the past couple of hours, they have landed. We're going to be talking about that, talking about the players. And as well, towards the end of the video, guys, I'm going to be talking about Ter Stegen in a little bit more detail as I've been saying, in the past couple of weeks, it has become toxic. And so we're going to be talking about the situation. We're going to be talking about what Barcelona are going to be doing and the whole Ter Stegen situation. But before I do, guys, make sure to follow me on all of my social media platforms. Everything's posted down below in the description. Go over there and check me out. That way you guys can stay up to date with everything that I do on the channel. And as well, the link to become a member is also posted down below. But as always, guys, let's get started with the video. All right, guys, let's get started with the video and let's talk about Pau Víctor as Barcelona. They have officially announced his departure. An agreement has been reached between Barcelona and Sporting Club de Braga for the transfer of Pau Víctor. Pau Víctor, in his Instagram, he did give a farewell message. He said, "Today marks the end of a chapter that has shaped my life, a chapter that has been much more than football. It has been a dream come true. First with Barça Athletic, then with the first team, but always with the same feeling, that of a kid who grew up dreaming of wearing this shirt. Defending this badge has been an immense honor, both at the Johan and at the Montjuic, always with the pride of being part of a unique club. Because Barca is not just a club. It's a feeling that fills you, transforms you, and makes you better. Thank you to all the coaches, teammates, club staff, and fans who have accompanied me on this journey. I take with me friendships, values, lessons, and memories that I'll carry with me forever. Now I head toward new challenges with my head held high and my heart full, with the same passion, the same commitment, and the eternal pride of having defended these colors and a dream lived that will accompany me wherever I go. With all my gratitude, forever a Culer, Pau Víctor." And that was a very heartwarming message from Pau Víctor. And as I said in yesterday's video, guys, it's such a shame that Pau Víctor wasn't able to flourish and have the opportunity to thrive at Barcelona. It's so hard to make it here at Barcelona. You have such high competition and the quality of players is so high that having minutes and breaking through is very difficult. I don't think Pau Víctor is a bad player whatsoever. It's just that right now, Pau Víctor is in a position where he needs to be playing consistently in order to develop his game. He's very young, and Barcelona right now with Robert Lewandowski, with Ferran, and even with Marcus Rashford coming in, he's gonna be having very limited minutes, and that's not in a position that he wants to be in. And so Barcelona, they receive a nice little chunk of change from that. We free up some wages in that wage bill, and we wish him all the very best. Hopefully, he is able to have a successful career and a successful tenure in Braga. We wish him all the very best. And moving on now, guys, I want to be talking. No, actually, before I do, I want to show you guys the video from Braga as they announced Pau Víctor. Before I do, guys, I almost forgot. But this is the video of them announcing Pau Víctor. Nice little video right there. Absolutely, really nice. But now, guys, I'm going to be talking about Barcelona's trip to Japan. As Barcelona, they have made the flight to Japan. They've actually landed in Japan after a 12-hour flight. Obviously, these guys are going to be traveling in first class, and it's not going to be, I would say, too tiring. But still, the 12 hours in a plane, it's still very tiring. And this is footage of them landing. You can see right here, President Laporta. Everyone coming down. Right here, Christensen, just to make it longer, Ferran, Pedri. You have the entire Barcelona squad coming off the airplane. This is right there, someone Rashford as well. And this is a video of them landing in the airport. So let me just lower it a little bit. This is a video of them landing in the hotel, bringing their baggage. everything. And this is all in preparation for Barcelona's first game of the preseason this weekend against Vissel Kobe. It is actually going to happen. Thankfully, you don't want Barcelona traveling all the way to Japan and not being paid to, have this match. And the squad for this preseason tour is as follows. In the goalkeeper position, you're going to have Joan Garcia, Szczesny, Iñaki Peña, and Cochin. In the defense, you're going to have Pau Cuarci, Balde, Ron Araujo, Inigo, Christensen, Kunde, Eric Garcia, Hector Fort, J. Martin, and Joffrey. In the midfield, you're going to have Gavi, Pedri, Fermin, Marc Acevedo, Olmo, Frankie de Jong, Marc Bernal, Guillermo, and Dro. Absolutely stacked midfield. Wow. And up top, you're going to have Ferran, Lewandowski, Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, Rashford, Rooney, Fernandes, and obviously Hansi Flick, the manager. And that's a very, very nice squad. And one player who obviously is being excluded is Ter Stegen. And Ter Stegen, he has undergone surgery. Well, he is going to be undergoing surgery for those lower back problems that he was having. But the situation has become very toxic in the past couple of days. It's all because of Ter Stegen posting this message on his Instagram yesterday. I talked about it. I first gave you the news about Ter Stegen undergoing the surgery, but in the hours that followed this message, there's been a lot of lashback from the fans and even from Barcelona. Barcelona are extremely upset at Ter Stegen. Now, why are they upset? It's because, as you can see right here in the third paragraph, when Ter Stegen says, "After my last operation on my back, I returned to the pitch after 66 days, almost 2 months. This time, the doctors believe about 3 months will be necessary as a precaution to avoid any risk." That sentence right there, the doctors believe about 3 months will be necessary as a precaution. Barcelona are furious because of that statement. Now, why are they furious? Barcelona are furious because they believe Ter Stegen, he specified the amount that he's going to be out for in order for, I would say, the registration of Joan Garcia be hindered. Because Joan Garcia, for him to be registered, Barcelona, they still have to generate some FFP space. And if Ter Stegen, we say, well, Barcelona, what we're planning to say is, Ter Stegen, he's going to be out for roughly 4 to 6 months, which the doctors, they are in agreement. He is actually going to be out for 4 to 6 months. This is a long-term injury. This surgery isn't going to be, something that he's going to be coming back for in, the next, I would say, 2 to 3 weeks. No, he's going to be out for a significant amount of time. And Barcelona, they were looking to have that information, send it to La Liga and say, hey, Ter Stegen, he's going to be out for a significant period of time. We can use his wages in order to register Joan Garcia. But Ter Stegen saying 3 months, right before, the required amount that Barcelona, the amount of time needed for us to register Joan Garcia, Barcelona, they view that as him purposely trying to hinder that registration. And obviously, the La Liga medical tribunal, they're not going to be solely relying on Ter Stegen's statement, but obviously that doesn't make things easier, because if Ter Stegen believes, first of all, he's not even a medical, and secondly, when have you ever seen players announce their injuries before the club do? It's usually the opposite. The club usually announces it before the players. And Barcelona, they were just very upset at that statement. They believe it was, Ter Stegen throwing his toys out of the pram, trying to make things difficult for Barcelona. And it doesn't paint him with a good light, because this is Barcelona's first team captain, a player who is making a stand. And it paints him in a very bad picture, because as the captain, you should be first trying to do everything possible to help Barcelona, not hinder them. Second, you shouldn't be threatened by competition. You shouldn't be, trying to hinder Barcelona by having Joan Garcia come in. And we've already talked about the attitude issues towards the end of last season from Ter Stegen, how things were getting, I would say a little bit uncomfortable in the past couple of weeks / months. But this just adds flame to the fuel. And, with this, the relationship between Ter Stegen and the Barcelona leadership, it's very badly damaged. And right now, Ter Stegen, he's going to make a stand. Barcelona, they need his wages off the wage bill. Hopefully, when the medical doctors, they look at his injury, they are able to say, hey, he's going to be out for a significant amount of time. Those wages are going to be freed. Barcelona can use that income or that wage space in order to register your Joan Garcias, your Rooney's, your Marcus Rashford necessarily, because he is on big wages. But a lot of Barcelona fans, they are very upset at Ter Stegen. And guys, this is nothing new. You guys know my opinions on Ter Stegen. I've been saying, get this guy out of my club for years. This is nothing new. If Messi has a problem with you, if Lionel Messi has a problem with you, I think that just, it's right there. It's right there. But guys, I want to hear your guys' thoughts down below in the comments. What do you guys make of that Ter Stegen gesture? I know a lot of us are upset at that, and he's losing a lot of faith from the Barcelona fans. And that's nothing new. Particularly, I've never particularly liked Ter Stegen, but obviously, things are getting a little bit more toxic, and I see it getting worse in the next upcoming weeks, but let's see how everything develops. Barcelona back this weekend, and we'll be having a watch along and a match reaction for that match. So make sure to tune in for that. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace out, guys.